This week's video update. The weather outside today is glorious and sunny, but earlier in the week obviously we had our first bout of snow of this academic year. The students actually did really well, overwhelming positive behaviour. They took to the spirit of it. We let them go out in the snow and enjoy it. They're young people after all, but we did make safe spaces available for those that didn't want it to be warm inside. It just got me thinking about if we had significantly more snow and it was going to disrupt the running of the school, i.e. we'd have to close the school, how we would communicate that. That would be done through email and text via our Arbor system, and obviously we'd let local radio, local TV know, so it would be on the news as well. So just an update around that. Really, we weren't close to closing on Monday or Tuesday by any means, but I just thought I'd update that. The last few weeks we've had lots of external organisations and groups coming in. We had the RAF, today we've got Allied Medical, we had Girls Get Set in yesterday, and all of this is part of our careers programme. The idea being that in lessons students are learning the knowledge, skills and understanding that will help them get good grades. But our careers programme is really about preparation for their futures. Ms Shute has got a whole raft of external providers, real positive engagement with employers, and that's sort of part of our ongoing work. That goes from year 7 all the way up to year 11. It's not just a focus on year 11. So lots of interesting and exciting engagement with external providers has happened in the last few weeks, and that will continue. Earlier this week I took the time to go round to tutor time. In our tutor time we prioritise reading, so each year group has a couple of texts that they read. The tutor starts the morning by reading and then passes the reading over to the tutees who take it in turns. We unpick key vocabulary, we unpick some actually quite mature themes in some of the books. All the books are age appropriate, but they do contain some mature themes, and we really think that's having a benefit on confidence, understanding, comprehension around literacy, which is one of our key foci. We also have alongside that a programme called Accelerated Reading in year 7, 8 and 9. All the students have one library lesson. They have what's called a STAR test at the start of the year, and that gives them an area, a zone that they work in. They select books in that zone, and all of that is driving forward their literacy levels, which will stand them in good stead both academically but also in life. For those students who find literacy slightly more challenging, Miss James works with them on a programme called Lexonic, which helps them to kind of catch up and then keep up with the basic literacy. And in all lessons we're looking at that technical language, those tier 3 vocabulary words if you like, and all of that is having a positive impact, and our literacy levels are really rising rapidly, and we're really pleased with the work we're doing around that. Last week we had students in year 7 to 10 having their nasal flu vaccination, and year 11s will be having theirs slightly later in the year. All of that is part of our drive for attendance actually. The reason we do it is so that young people don't get sick and then they can come to school. We really need young people to be in school every single day. We do accept that on occasions they'll be so poorly that they can't come in, and we ask you to use study bugs or to phone into the school to record that. But if they're feeling a little bit poorly, if they're under the weather, please send them into school. They can still learn. If they go downhill and if they get significantly worse, we will look after them. We'll put them in reception. We've got a sick bay. We can keep them there. We will contact you and you can come and pick them up and look after them. But please get them into school. It's really important that students are in school every single day. Year 11s finished their mocks this week, and have been absolutely fantastic. Their behaviour's been impeccable, their attitude has been exemplary in those mock examinations. They are important because it enables us to identify gaps in their learning and also prepares them for the real exams in the summer. We've not collated the marks yet, but early indications are that they've done really well. We're seeing real positive progress in those mocks, which again stands them in good stead for their second round of mocks in February, March, and then for those final exams in the summer. And we're really anticipating some fantastic results from our year 11 students. This afternoon I have a very exciting meeting with our contractor who's been awarded the contract from the Department for Education for our new build. After that meeting I should be able to announce the contractor's name to you, and if you remember, we're inviting you into the school on Monday the 2nd of December between 6 and 7 to see some early plans around that new build. Get your views on that and other areas of school life. That runs from 6 until 7, and there'll be a link in an email that's sent to you so that we can sign up and so we know how many to expect. Just a reminder about uniform. Obviously, if the weather gets colder, students may want to kind of wrap up a little bit warm, and that's fine for them to wear coats to school. We don't allow coats in school. The heating is on and it's perfectly warm in school, but we know that at break time and lunchtime and going to and from school, they want those coats. Could we please have a push not to have leggings? We allow the students to wear tights under their skirts, and if they are going to wear socks, please make sure they're black socks. That's our uniform policy. Thank you. On Thursday the 12th of December we have our first presentation awards ceremony. Departments have been nominating students to win awards, and we've got some other awards as well. Parents will receive letters of those students inviting them in straight after school for a short presentation, short award, and we look forward to celebrating their successes moving forward. And finally, I know it's still November, but just thinking ahead a little bit to Christmas, we'd like to support and run almost like a mini food bank in school, where we establish, set up and deliver care packages to some of our most vulnerable families in the community. A letter will be coming out around that for you to bring in donations. Please, if you can spare anything, and I know things are tight at the moment, but if you can spare anything to support the most vulnerable in our community, we would really appreciate that. And thank you for taking the time to listen to my video update.